The grace of God is a free and unmerited favor from God. Welcome to today's episode of Because I Can. Today I'm here to share my thoughts as always. On this channel we talk about everyday life issues, and today I'm here to talk about the grace of God, or what I call the grace. Like we all know, the grace of God is free and we don't merit it, yet God still give it to us. But sometimes we are out here acting like God hasn't done nothing for us just because we are constantly comparing our life with someone else's. Your child is sick and you ask God for healing for your child, and He does it. You are all full of testimony. You are all so happy. All of a sudden, you hear about someone else's grace or someone else's testimony or someone else's favor that God did for that person, and yours become automatically very insignificant in your eyes just because you feel that that person's blessing is bigger than yours. Before I go further, these are just my thoughts. I am doing Mommy G.O.'s duty today. Okay? See, you know when we constantly say, oh, God, am I a potato in your eyes? Or God, am I your stepdaughter? Or God, what have I done that you are not answering my prayers? God is answering our prayers. And we should all know that there is time and season for everyone. If you see someone out there succeeding in everything that the person is doing, everything just look glamorous. Everything just look like, wow, that person is settled. That is that person's time and season. Let's have patience for our own time and season. While we are having patience, we should be happy for those people that God has answered your prayers already. But that is not my major topic for today. My major topic for today is seeing God doing something for someone else and you just infer that yours isn't big anymore, or yours isn't worth testifying anymore because you feel that that person, whenever I see, and I don't know how to call it, but whenever I see that grace, that blessings that God does, that one that you don't know how to describe it, I call it the wow miracle. That one that makes your mouth open in wildness, is if there's anything like that. When God did what God did for you, it was a wow miracle. Why is it that all of a sudden you infer that it's no longer a wow miracle because you feel now that it's too small? Let me make an example, right? You ask for something and God gives it to you. Or let me say you wanted a scholarship, or you wanted an admission to a university, to a college, and God does it for you. And 2-3 months down the line, you heard that God did something for your friend. Maybe your friend bought a house, or she landed a multi-dollar job, or she bought a car, and all of a sudden, the admission that God gave to you just become insignificant. You're no longer grateful. Let me tell you 3 things that does to you. 1, it makes you sad. 2, it makes you begin to hate that other person, that you think that person's miracle is bigger. And 3, the most dangerous part of it all is you not being grateful. That is the act of ungratefulness. And if there's anything God doesn't like, it's ungratefulness. Or even human beings, you hear people that, oh, this person is ungrateful, I can't do. People detest ungratefulness. We should be grateful at all times. People's testimony, people's story should inspire us. It shouldn't trigger us. It shouldn't make us lose faith in God or just conclude that God is not doing something. God is doing everything for us. There's one morning I woke up and my daughter came to my room and said, Mommy, good morning. What's good about the morning? She said, wow, Mommy, just waking up. Is that not good enough? Yes, our blessing starts, our grace starts by just going to bed and waking up. We don't know the mystery behind going to bed and waking up. You don't know what people are going through. Just even being healthy alone. There are lots, and that is where our blessings start. And if we start appreciating God, we all know that once you appreciate somebody for the little that they do, they will even do more. And what is little? There's nothing God does that is little. Hey, I'm not a preacher, but I'm a lover of God. I'm a child of God. I am an entitled child of God. If you don't know me already, I call myself an entitled child of God. I am God's privileged daughter. This thing I'm saying is something I have gone through before. It's something that I have been guilty of. And I know it's not just only me. Most of us have been guilty of it. You hear about somebody else's testimony and all of a sudden you throw your own to the trash. Don't do that. You are headed for unhappiness for the rest of your life. Be happy for everybody that God has answered your prayer. And if you want something more, keep asking. He said, knock and the door shall be open, seek and you shall find. Ask and you will receive. Maybe you are not even asking. You are not brave enough to ask him for something bigger. That is why someone else's testimony look like the person's testimony is bigger than yours. Dare to ask today. Let your request frighten you so that when it comes, when that wow miracle comes, you will forever be grateful. But whatever it is, God is the same today, tomorrow, and forevermore. Let's always stay grateful because the grace of God is sufficient to everyone and everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode.